Hey everyone, this is Kristen bringing you your Sunday support, May 15th, 2016. So you have your first firm deadline today. That's your OATS project, your objectives, actions, time, and schedule. So if you have not yet started that, definitely go ahead, take a look at it in I believe that one's in the assignments section of our Blackboard. To those of you that have already completed it, great job. I'm really excited to see that you are on your way to getting 15 weeks worth of assignments done in 5 weeks. And for the rest of you, that's a little reminder, we're doing 15 weeks worth of stuff. So the amount of time in a regular semester is 15 weeks, and we're doing that in 5 weeks. So it is a quick pace. Now that also leads me to remind you that your second firm due date is tomorrow with your rough draft of your visual rhetorical analysis. And I have some suggestions for that. Number one, since today is your first deadline and tomorrow is your second firm deadline, let me go ahead and remind you that all deadlines are 11:59 Eastern Daylight Time. So as long as they're in by then, they're counted as on time. Anything late is reduced 3 points per 24 hours late. So if you turn in your OATS tomorrow, then the highest grade you can get is a 97. The day after that, then it's a 94, and so on. Regarding choosing an image for your visual rhetorical analysis, I suggest that you choose an image that you find really interesting or confusing. So either one of those is going to be something that you'll have an easier time writing about than something that you're just like, random image. So do try to find something that either when you look at it, you're like, wow, that's really striking, or something that when you look at it, you're like, I really don't know what that means. Because writing a paper and writing in general is a process of discovery. And so you're writing to try to discover what you know and what you don't yet know and want to learn. Let's see, what else? Oh, your blog post. So the suggested due date for your first blog post was a couple days ago. I haven't seen many of those come through, so I just wanted to remind you to make sure that you have checked out that discussion forum. None of those are a firm deadline, but there are 5 of them. They are 300 words each. They're a little more formal than your usual forum posts, so they'll take a little more time. So I do encourage you to do those along the way. Ideally, you would do them every Saturday, basically. That's going to be probably the easiest way to do it. And do check out the rubric for the blog post so that you are sure that you know exactly what I'm looking for. That rubric and all other rubrics for the course are available in the rubric section of our Blackboard. Okay, let's see what else we're needing to talk about today. Yeah, oh, questions. Some of you are emailing me with questions. I'm so glad. I'm always happy to answer questions. I do encourage y'all, if you have questions about assignments or the course in general, that you do check out the question and answer forum in Blackboard. It's empty right now. But as soon as someone posts in that, I will get an email and I will answer that question. And then the question plus the answer are there for everyone to see for the rest of the term. So it's our opportunity to build a kind of course archive of information and frequently asked questions. So if you do post a question in there, like I said, I get an email. I'm subscribed to that forum, so it's just as fast as emailing me directly. But it's an opportunity to sort of share with your classmates questions that you had about assignment and maybe questions that they hadn't even thought of. So that's one thing I wanted to mention to you, and I will close out by asking you to think about grit and a growth mindset. So there's the growth mindset is this concept that our brains can grow and change, and that we're not held to being good at whatever we have talent at, but rather with practice and experience, we can grow our brains to become proficient at tasks that maybe we didn't know that we were good at. And studies have found that having this kind of mindset and having the characteristic of grit, this willingness to persevere, is one of the key attributes for success, even more so than just being innately good at something. So I've included a little TED Talk video for y'all to check out about the growth mindset and grit. So if you're feeling a little bummed after thinking about these firm deadlines and the fact that you have a rough draft due tomorrow, you might want to check those out. Oh, and one last thing, I just want to remind you that I do have the assignments set up in the suggested order of completion because they will help you complete later tasks. So for instance, I have the thesis assignment set up before the visual rhetorical analysis because having your thesis ready before you start trying to write the rough draft for the visual rhetorical analysis will help you have a sense of what you want to write. Now, all of the instructions for the rough draft are in the assignment on Blackboard, in the assignments page, or in the Unit 1 page. So you can find the details there. And then if you do have questions, do let me know in either the Blackboard forum, the question and answer forum, or via email. And best of luck. I will be sending out feedback on more of your stuff tomorrow morning. And I hope that you have had a great first week of summer session. And I look forward to seeing what you have to give me.